I'm at the Jefferson Memorial Forest Welcome Center, getting ready to start my early morning hike. Haven't been here for quite a while. I'm going to start out hiking to Mitchell Lake, and from there I don't know where I'm going to hike. Haven't made up my mind yet. I'm passing the zip lines. They shut down because of COVID. Hopefully they can get them opened again this summer. I haven't heard anything about them. I forgot how nice these trails are. I stopped coming here because I wasn't seeing enough wildlife. But if you just want to hike, this is a place to come. They have some beautiful trails. It is peaceful. Hopefully when I get down to Mitchell Lake, I'll see some geese or ducks. As nice as these trails are, you very seldom see other hikers, except on the weekends. There are a lot of panoramic views. You will occasionally see deer here, but nothing like Iroquois Park where I have been hiking. I see deer at Iroquois Park every day. It's cloudy today, but it's a beautiful morning. It's perfect conditions for hiking. The temperature is in the middle 50s right now. I hear a lot of birds singing. Passing Yoster's Trail, trail marker Y2. I've hiked that many times in the past. That will lead to the Coral Ridge Loop and the Hostclaw Hill Loop. And the Buttonmole View Loop. I've hiked all of those many times. Buttonmole View loop is on the Hostclaw Hill loop. I've only hiked that a couple of times. Hey, there's 2 deer running off. They're down close to the bottom. There's one of them there. There's the other one. It's not moving. It's just looking up here at me. There it goes. I'm not going down there. I'm on my way to Mitchell Hill Lake. I'm getting close to trail marker H14. That's the trail marker for the Mitchell Hill Lake loop. Wildflowers are starting to bloom out. I'm not exactly sure what the name of this wildflower is. I'll look it up when I get home. I'm definitely not a wildflower expert. Now my wife, she's pretty good at identifying flowers. There's the Mitchell Hill Lake trail. So trail marker H15 should be up here. There it is. This is the trail marker for the Mitchell Hill Lake loop. I'm on my way down to Mitchell Hill Lake. I've seen deer up on those hills before, but it's just occasionally. You don't see them every day. Earlier I said the trail marker for Mitchell Hill Lake was trail marker H14. It has been a long while since I've been here. Trail marker H14 is the trail marker for the Huron Cemetery. And that's on the red trail. I'm getting close to Mitchell Hill Lake and I don't hear any geese. That's not a good sign. I'm at Mitchell Hill Lake and I don't see any ducks or geese. It's like anything else. It's all about being at the right place at the right time. There's a pond close to here that's on private property and I can hear the geese there. Red-winged blackbirds like to nest here, and I can hear them. There's a small pond up here, up above Mitchell Hill Lake. I'm gonna check that out. Doesn't look like anything's going on here. This is a good frog pond, but I don't hear any frogs, or I don't see any frogs. There's Mitchell Hill Lake down there. This is where the red-winged blackbirds nest. Right over there. There's a male red-winged blackbird. I don't see any females yet, but they're probably in there somewhere. It's a good place to hide. I love that sound those red-winged blackbirds make. That male's hiding down there somewhere. That's where I last saw him. I guess this is why they nest here, because they can hide. Here's one that just landed. And another one. Females must be on the nest. You don't see them nearly as often as you see the males. I'll hike back in this area. This is the road into Mitchell Hill Lake. This is the runoff from Mitchell Hill Lake, and that leads down to this lake on private property. I'm on the road. I'm not going to get on their private property. This is where the geese like to hang out. The bad thing about Jefferson Memorial Forest is it's surrounded by thousands of acres of private property. And there's a lot of hunting that goes on that private property. That's why the deer in Jefferson Memorial Forest are so shy. Jefferson Memorial Forest has 6,500 acres. I wish it wasn't surrounded by so much private property. If you try to do some off-trail hiking at Jefferson Memorial Forest, you'll end up being on someone's private property, and they don't like that. Getting back to Mitchell Hill Lake, and I see a mallard duck, a male mallard duck. I don't see a female. It's starting to sprinkle. Still hear the red-winged blackbirds over there. There's one. Yeah, I'm going to leave Mitchell Hill Lake now and hike up a steep hill off in that direction. Like I said, there's a lot of steep hills on this trail. There's Mitchell Hill Lake way down there. There's Mitchell Hill Lake. I'm on my way up to the top of this hill. Made it up the hardest part. Iroquois Park lost a lot of pine trees. And I see the same thing happen here at Jefferson Memorial. They have a lot of beautiful views here. When I get to the end of this loop, I'll hit trail marker H10. Then I'm going to take a right and head down to the Huron Conference Center. I'm going to hike around that area for a little while. I'm almost up to the top. I'm going to take one last look around. There's the Huron Conference Center up there. If I wanted to take a shortcut up to the Huron Conference Center, I'd just keep on hiking. But I'm going to stay on this trail. Trail marker H10. A little windier up here. Came off that trail and took a shortcut up here because I saw some daffodils. My wife loves daffodils. See quite a few daffodils in this area. Yellow daffodils, white daffodils. And there's the Huron Conference Center, and a lot more daffodils. Dr. Emmett Huron and his wife Helen lived here. Dr. Huron was a cardiologist, one of the first cardiologists in this area. And when he and his wife died, his family donated all this property to Jefferson Memorial Forest. He and his wife had a high-acre tree farm here. This is the back of their house. They had a beautiful view. When they lived here, airport wasn't here. There's the airport. The view would be much better without that. I was hoping to find some deer up here, but they've got the heavy equipment up here, scaring them all off. I see the deer have been in this field. I'm gonna hike back in that area. They're probably back there cleaning up storm damage. There's a crow up in that tree. I always see a lot of crows up here. I'm approaching Shannon's Pond. Doesn't look like there's anything going on here. I love this bridge here. There's not much water running under it. Matter of fact, there's no water running under it. I like how they made a chair out of this tree stump. Here's one thing that Jefferson Memorial has a lot of that Iroquois Park doesn't have, and I wish they did have. This is as close to off-trail hiking as I'm going to get. This is an old trail that's not being used anymore. Now I'm on an old trail that is being used every once in a while when they have youth programs up here. This is a short trail, but it's a beautiful trail. Guess when you get young kids, you don't want a long hike. See a tree burl down there? I thought this trail would be covered up with leaves. So they're either using it a lot or they got up here with blowers. When this trail is covered up with leaves and you don't know your way, you could get lost pretty easily. But I know my way. There's another pine tree down. Looks like a poly-headed woodpecker hit this tree. This trail doesn't have any markings at all. They keep the trail cleared off. When a tree falls, they're usually up here pretty fast with chainsaws. This trail doesn't have a name, so most people don't even know it's here. See, they finally removed the Alpine Tower. This is what's left of it. Just set back there. They were going to have to spend too much money for improvements and safety features, so they decided just to tear it down. I'm under a shelter and it's raining pretty hard, and I don't have an umbrella, so I'm going to wait here for a little bit. I think it's going to let up. It's not supposed to rain that much today. It's already starting to let up. Yeah, I guess I'll take off. I'm passing the Huron Environmental Center. They have tents set up for the youth programs. Doing a little off-trail hiking back here. I'm about ready to head to my car. If I hike down this way, I'll find the trail. But there are a lot of tripping hazards, so I have to be careful. I see the trail. This trail will lead back to the Welcome Center. They keep these trails in excellent shape. If I only saw more wildlife, I'd be here every day. I did see 2 deer running off. That's what you usually see here, deer running off. That trail leads down to Mitchell Lake, and I'm passing trail marker H15 again. On my way back to the Welcome Center. I'm passing these flowers that I passed earlier, and Google image search is calling them bird's foot violet. So I'll go with that. Bird's foot violet. Passing the Yost Ridge Trail again. Trail marker Y2. Getting closer to the Welcome Center. Passing the zip lines again. It's a shame they're not being used. Made it back to the Welcome Center. It's time for this old man to go home. Here's my car. This used to be the Dennis Mitchell School. And before they built this building, there was a one-room schoolhouse here called the Dennis Mitchell School.